If you're over 60, there may be something sitting in your kitchen right now, something you eat almost every day, that could be quietly putting pressure on your kidneys without you even realizing it. Most people think kidney problems come suddenly. One day you feel fine, and the next day the doctor tells you your kidney function is low. But in reality, kidney damage usually happens slowly, silently, over many years. And the surprising part is that some of the foods responsible for this damage are foods many older adults believe are completely safe. In fact, one of them is something millions of people eat for breakfast every single morning. Now, here's the good news. By the end of this video, you'll discover 5 everyday foods that can quietly strain your kidneys after 60, and one simple food that can actually help protect them. And the last one might surprise you, because it's probably already in your kitchen. So stay with me until the end, because a small change in what you eat today could make a big difference in how your kidneys function tomorrow. Let's start with something most people never think about: salt. Now, salt itself isn't evil. Your body actually needs sodium to function properly. But the problem is that modern diets contain far more salt than the kidneys were designed to handle. As we age, our kidneys naturally become a little less efficient. That's a normal part of aging. But when too much sodium enters the body, the kidneys must work overtime to filter it out. This extra workload can slowly increase blood pressure, and high blood pressure is one of the leading causes of kidney damage in older adults. And here's the tricky part. The biggest sources of sodium aren't always the salt shaker on your table. They're hidden inside everyday foods like canned soups, processed meats, frozen meals, and packaged snacks. For example, a single bowl of canned soup can contain nearly an entire day's worth of sodium. And when someone over 60 eats foods like this regularly, the kidneys are constantly working under pressure. Over time, that pressure can quietly damage the tiny filtering units inside the kidneys called nephrons. Once those nephrons are damaged, they don't grow back. That's why many kidney specialists recommend reducing sodium intake as one of the simplest ways to protect kidney health after 60. Now let's talk about another everyday food that can be surprisingly tough on aging kidneys: processed meats. Foods like bacon, sausage, hot dogs, and deli meats are extremely popular, especially for quick meals. But these foods come with 2 major problems for kidney health. First, they are very high in sodium. Second, they contain preservatives called nitrates and nitrites. When these compounds break down in the body, they can create substances that increase inflammation and oxidative stress. Over time, this can affect not only the kidneys, but also the blood vessels that supply them. And remember, your kidneys rely on healthy blood flow to do their job. If the blood vessels become stiff or damaged, the kidneys struggle to filter waste effectively. Researchers have actually found that people who eat large amounts of processed meat tend to have a higher risk of reduced kidney function. That doesn't mean you can never enjoy bacon again, but making it an occasional treat instead of a daily habit can make a big difference for kidney health. Now, here's another food that surprises many people: sugary drinks. Many older adults still enjoy sodas, sweetened iced teas, or fruit drinks throughout the day, but these beverages can quietly overload the kidneys with sugar. When large amounts of sugar enter the bloodstream, the body must work hard to regulate blood glucose levels. Over time, this can contribute to insulin resistance and increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. And diabetes is one of the leading causes of kidney disease worldwide. But even before diabetes develops, high sugar intake can increase inflammation and strain the kidney's filtering system. Another issue is something called high fructose corn syrup, which is commonly found in sodas and many sweetened beverages. Studies suggest that excessive fructose intake may increase uric acid levels in the body. High uric acid levels have been linked to kidney stress and increased risk of kidney stones. So while a soda every once in a while might seem harmless, drinking sugary beverages daily can slowly put pressure on your kidneys. Now let's move to something that might already be sitting in your freezer: frozen meals. Frozen dinners are convenient, especially for older adults who live alone or don't feel like cooking every night. But many of these meals are packed with sodium, preservatives, and additives designed to improve flavor and shelf life. Some frozen dinners contain over 1,000 milligrams of sodium in a single serving. That's nearly half of what many experts recommend for an entire day. When meals like this become a regular part of your routine, the kidneys have to process large amounts of salt and additives every day. And again, for aging kidneys that are already working a little slower, that extra burden can add up. Now, there's one more everyday food that many people over 60 consume regularly, and it might be the most surprising of all: certain types of packaged bread and baked goods. Bread itself isn't the enemy. In fact, whole grain bread can be part of a healthy diet, but many commercial breads contain surprisingly high amounts of sodium and added preservatives. And if someone eats toast for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, and maybe another piece of bread with dinner, that sodium adds up quickly. Plus, many baked goods contain refined carbohydrates that cause quick spikes in blood sugar. As we mentioned earlier, repeated blood sugar spikes can increase the risk of diabetes, which in turn places additional strain on the kidneys. Now, at this point, you might be wondering, if so many everyday foods can quietly stress the kidneys, is there anything we can eat that actually supports kidney health? And the answer is yes. There is one simple food that kidney specialists often recommend because it provides hydration, antioxidants, and important nutrients without placing extra burden on the kidneys. That food is blueberries. Blueberries may be small, but they are incredibly powerful when it comes to protecting cells from damage. They contain antioxidants called anthocyanins, which help fight inflammation and oxidative stress. These antioxidants can support blood vessel health, which is extremely important for kidney function. Remember, the kidneys depend on healthy circulation to filter waste from the blood. Blueberries are also naturally low in sodium and low in potassium compared to many other fruits, making them a kidney-friendly option for many older adults. They're also high in fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar levels and supports digestive health. Another benefit is hydration. Foods with high water content can help support the kidney's natural filtering process by keeping the body well hydrated. And blueberries are about 85% water. That's why many nutrition experts recommend adding a handful of blueberries to breakfast oatmeal, yogurt, or even salads. It's a simple change that can provide real benefits for kidney health. But here's something important to remember. Protecting your kidneys after 60 isn't about eliminating every food you love. It's about balance. Reducing foods that place unnecessary strain on the kidneys while adding more foods that support your body's natural defenses. Small changes add up. Choosing fresh foods more often than processed ones. Drinking water instead of sugary beverages. Reading labels to spot hidden sodium, and adding protective foods like blueberries into your daily routine. Because the truth is, your kidneys work for you 24 hours a day. Every minute they filter your blood, remove toxins, balance minerals, and regulate fluid levels. They do all of this quietly, without asking for attention, until one day when something goes wrong. That's why taking care of them before problems start is one of the smartest health decisions you can make after 60. And it doesn't require extreme diets or complicated plans. Just a little awareness about what's on your plate each day. If you found this helpful, take a moment to think about your own kitchen. Are any of these foods part of your daily routine? And could you swap even one of them for something a little more kidney-friendly? because sometimes the smallest changes are the ones that protect your health the most. And if you want to continue learning simple, science-backed ways to stay healthy, strong, and independent after 60, make sure you stay connected with this channel. Your body will thank you for it. There is one simple food that many people overlook, yet it quietly provides powerful support for kidney health, especially after the age of 60. It isn't expensive, it doesn't require special preparation, and you can find it in almost any grocery store. But what makes this food so remarkable is the way it works with your body to reduce stress on the kidneys while helping them do their job more efficiently. As we grow older, our kidneys naturally become a little less efficient than they once were. That's not a disease, it's simply a normal part of aging. The kidneys are responsible for filtering waste products from the blood, balancing fluids, regulating minerals like sodium and potassium, and helping control blood pressure. They do this work quietly every minute of the day. Even while you sleep, your kidneys are constantly filtering your blood, removing toxins, and maintaining balance in your body. The challenge is that over the years, the kidneys may face increasing pressure from things like high blood pressure, blood sugar fluctuations, dehydration, and certain dietary habits. When that pressure builds up over time, the tiny filtering units inside the kidneys, called nephrons, can slowly become damaged. And once those filters are damaged, the kidneys cannot easily replace them. This is why the foods you eat every day can play such an important role in either protecting your kidneys or quietly placing extra strain on them. Some foods increase inflammation in the body, others overload the kidneys with sodium or sugar, but certain foods do the opposite. They help calm inflammation, support healthy blood flow, and provide antioxidants that protect delicate cells from damage. One of the most impressive foods in this category is blueberries. At first glance, blueberries may seem like just another fruit. They're small, sweet, and easy to snack on. But inside each tiny berry is a powerful combination of nutrients that can support kidney health in several important ways. One of the most important reasons blueberries are beneficial for the kidneys is their extremely high antioxidant content. Blueberries are rich in natural compounds called anthocyanins. These are the pigments that give blueberries their deep blue and purple color. But anthocyanins are more than just pigments. They act like protective shields for your cells. Every day, your body is exposed to something called oxidative stress. This happens when unstable molecules known as free radicals begin to damage cells. Free radicals can come from many sources, including pollution, processed foods, chronic stress, and even normal metabolic processes in the body. Over time, oxidative stress can damage delicate tissues, including the tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys. Since the kidneys depend on healthy circulation to filter blood effectively, protecting those blood vessels is extremely important. This is where blueberries become especially valuable. The antioxidants in blueberries help neutralize free radicals before they can damage cells. By reducing oxidative stress, blueberries help protect the delicate structures inside the kidneys that perform the vital task of filtering your blood. Another reason blueberries are so supportive for kidney health is their anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammation is one of the major drivers of chronic disease in the body. When inflammation becomes persistent, it can slowly damage organs and tissues over time. Chronic inflammation has been linked to high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, and kidney disease. Because the kidneys are responsible for filtering the blood, they are constantly exposed to inflammatory compounds circulating throughout the body. Blueberries contain natural compounds that help calm inflammatory processes. Studies have shown that people who regularly consume berries often have lower levels of certain inflammatory markers in their blood. For someone over 60, reducing inflammation can be especially helpful because aging itself is associated with a gradual increase in inflammatory activity in the body. By including foods that help calm this process, you can create a more supportive environment for your kidneys to function properly. Blueberries also help support kidney health by promoting better blood vessel function. The kidneys are filled with an intricate network of tiny blood vessels that bring blood into the filtering units. If those vessels become stiff or damaged, the kidneys cannot filter blood efficiently. Anthocyanins in blueberries help support the flexibility and health of blood vessel walls. This allows blood to flow more smoothly through the kidneys, delivering oxygen and nutrients while carrying waste products away. Healthy circulation is one of the most important factors in maintaining kidney function as we age. When blood flow is strong and consistent, the kidneys are better able to perform their natural filtration process. Another major benefit of blueberries is their role in supporting healthy blood sugar levels. Blood sugar control becomes increasingly important after the age of 60. Many people develop some degree of insulin resistance over time, which means the body has a harder time managing glucose levels in the bloodstream. When blood sugar remains elevated for long periods, it can damage the tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys. This is one of the reasons diabetes is one of the leading causes of kidney disease worldwide. Blueberries contain natural fiber and plant compounds that help slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. This leads to a more gradual rise in blood glucose levels instead of a sharp spike. Because blueberries have a relatively low glycemic index, they provide sweetness without causing dramatic blood sugar swings. This makes them a safer fruit choice for people who are trying to protect their metabolic health and support their kidneys. In addition to antioxidants and fiber, blueberries also contain important vitamins that support overall health. They are a good source of vitamin C, which plays an important role in immune function and tissue repair. Vitamin C also contributes to the body's antioxidant defense system, helping to protect cells from damage. Blueberries also contain vitamin K, which helps support proper blood clotting and bone health. As we age, maintaining strong bones becomes increasingly important, and vitamin K plays a role in directing calcium into bones where it belongs. Another advantage of blueberries is their relatively low sodium content. High sodium intake is one of the factors that can strain the kidneys by increasing blood pressure. Since blueberries contain almost no sodium, they are a kidney-friendly food that can be enjoyed without adding extra stress to the body's filtration system. Blueberries are also naturally hydrating. They are made up of roughly 85% water. Hydration plays a crucial role in kidney health because the kidneys rely on adequate fluid levels to flush waste products out of the body. When the body becomes dehydrated, waste products can become more concentrated in the blood. This forces the kidneys to work harder to remove them. Over time, chronic dehydration can increase the risk of kidney stones and other kidney-related problems. Eating water-rich foods like blueberries can help support hydration in addition to drinking enough fluids throughout the day. Another interesting aspect of blueberries is their potential role in protecting against kidney aging. Scientists have been studying how certain plant compounds influence cellular aging processes. Some research suggests that the antioxidants found in berries may help slow certain aspects of cellular damage that occur with age. While no single food can stop aging entirely, including antioxidant-rich foods in the diet may help support healthier cells and tissues over time. Blueberries also support the gut microbiome, which may indirectly benefit kidney health. The gut microbiome refers to the trillions of beneficial bacteria that live in the digestive system. These bacteria play a role in digestion, immune function, and even the production of certain vitamins. Fiber in blueberries acts as a prebiotic, which means it helps feed beneficial bacteria in the gut. A healthy gut microbiome can reduce the production of certain waste compounds that might otherwise circulate in the bloodstream and place extra strain on the kidneys. Researchers have begun to explore the connection between gut health and kidney health, sometimes referred to as the gut-kidney axis. Supporting beneficial gut bacteria through fiber-rich foods may help reduce the amount of harmful metabolic byproducts that reach the kidneys. Another reason blueberries are so practical for everyday use is their versatility. They can easily be added to many different meals without requiring complicated preparation. A handful of blueberries can be mixed into oatmeal in the morning, stirred into yogurt, blended into a smoothie, or sprinkled over a salad. Because they are naturally sweet, blueberries can also help satisfy cravings for sugary desserts in a healthier way. Replacing high-sugar snacks with fruit can reduce the overall sugar load placed on the body. For individuals over 60, simple dietary changes that are easy to maintain long-term tend to be the most effective. Blueberries fit naturally into many eating patterns, making them an accessible option for supporting kidney health without requiring drastic changes. Another benefit of blueberries is that they are widely available in both fresh and frozen forms. Frozen blueberries retain most of their nutrients because they are typically frozen shortly after being harvested. This means they can be a convenient option throughout the year when fresh berries are not in season. Frozen blueberries can be stored for long periods and added directly to smoothies, oatmeal, or yogurt without needing to thaw them first. Portion size is also easy to manage with blueberries. A typical serving is about half a cup to 1 cup. This amount provides beneficial nutrients while keeping sugar intake moderate. Because blueberries are so nutrient dense, even small amounts can contribute meaningful antioxidant support. Some people also enjoy combining blueberries with other kidney-supportive foods, such as plain yogurt, nuts, or whole grains. These combinations can provide balanced nutrition with protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Balanced meals help stabilize blood sugar levels and reduce metabolic stress on the kidneys. Another helpful habit is spreading fruit intake throughout the day instead of consuming large amounts at once. This allows the body to process natural sugars gradually while benefiting from the vitamins and antioxidants they provide. The simplicity of blueberries is part of what makes them such a powerful addition to a kidney-supportive lifestyle. They do not require expensive supplements or complicated meal plans. Just adding them regularly to everyday meals can contribute to a healthier internal environment for the kidneys. For older adults who may already be managing conditions like high blood pressure or elevated blood sugar, small food choices can make a meaningful difference over time. The body is constantly responding to the signals we send through our diet. When we provide foods rich in antioxidants, fiber, hydration, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds, we help create conditions that allow organs like the kidneys to function more smoothly. The remarkable thing about blueberries is that they deliver these benefits in one small package. Their combination of antioxidants, hydration, vitamins, fiber, and plant compounds makes them one of the most kidney-friendly fruits available. Adding blueberries to the diet does not mean they must be eaten every day without variety, but including them regularly as part of a balanced eating pattern can provide steady support for the body's natural defense systems. Over time, these small nutritional advantages may help reduce the burden placed on the kidneys and support healthier aging.